What is going on YouTube? This is Dale Whitlatch representing Team Blue Sun, and here I am with my friend Skylar, and we are doing a deck profile of his Super Heavy Samurais. Yes, I have had quite a bit of history with this deck, but enough about that. Let's just get right into this.
Okay, so we're going to start things off with the main deck. A little history lesson about Samurais is that this version is the no spell, no trap version.
Oh god.
It's not the best variant, it's the one that allows you to pop off all your monster effects the fastest. So, start with one of, so you got Soulbane Cannon, which allows them to gain 1,000 defense, and when it's in the graveyard, you banish it. It nukes the entire field, and both players take 1,000. You got one Gauntlet, which is basically like an Honest, and it doubles your defense.
Oh.
Which is very key for Super Heavy Samurais, because they all attack while in defense position, and they use their defense points as attack points. Next, you use two General Coral. It's their P-Scale 8, that's basically a draw engine. Two Soulfire suits, they protect themselves. Two of the Soul's Piercer. This allows your Samurai to inflict piercing damage, along with the fact that when it's destroyed or just sent to the graveyard in general, it's a searcher. Your main power booster is your Soul Shield Wall, which allows them to go 1,200 defense points stronger, which makes any of them close to 3,000. Next, you have your level 1 tuner, Super Heavy Samurai Drums. It's a nice little tuner, allows you to go into your 4s and your 5s faster. Two Soul Beads is a great projector. Soul Horns allows them to attack multiple monsters that turn. And Kabuto allows for great synchro plays. Along with being a force, you can XE into like Gear Gig and X and other searchers. Two Flutus. This can count as a complete tribute summon for any Super Heavy Samurai monster.
Oh my.
The key is that this is you normal summon this, and then you tribute it off to special summon any Super Heavy Samurai monster you want. Nice. This has another counterpart, Big Warji, which special summons itself, then it counts as 2 tributes. But we'll get into that when we talk about the side deck. For the 3 of us, you got 3 General J. This is pretty much a mini boss monster for the deck, as it only takes 1 tribute to become 2,800. And it's also a P-Scale 1, so you can combo that off, which allows you to have a scale 1 through 7. 3 Super Heavy Samurai Scales. If your opponent has 2 or more monsters, this can just hop it to the field, and when it's normal or special summon, you can bring back any Super Heavy Samurai monster from your graveyard back to the field. Next, you got 3 of personally my favorite samurai, besides from Big Benkai, is Swordsman. Swordsman, with this is normal summon, it goes straight to the fence. And anytime your opponent attacks any Super Heavy Samurai monster after damage count, that monster becomes 0 attack points.
Ooh.
Then, since we're playing a machine deck, it's pretty obvious that 3 Machine of Fortress.
It's just amazing how many monsters this deck actually takes up.
Will be running simply because you can toss them and bring back 2,500 beaters. To finish off the level 4s, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be playing Magnet, which came out in Breakers of Shadow. Basically, what Magnet does is that when you summon it, it lets you bring out any Super Heavy Samurai monster from your hand, which allows you to go into XE or Synchro plays faster.
Are you recording right now?
Yes, sir.
And now there's a blooper for the channel. Jay just walking into the shop, be like, "Hey, you guys recording right now?" Yeah.
Does this apply any sort of stress when I'm looking over your shoulder?
Not at all.
No, but. And now, we have Devin on the other side of the camera. Thanks a lot, guys.
So here's Super Heavy Samurai Big Benki.
God.
It is your main boss monster. This thing, when it's summoned, allows you to just attack while in defense position with all your monsters. And it's a 3,500 booty. So you can get this. I got this thing up to 9,000 defense points one time.
Oh my.
And then to finish it off, you have what I consider the second most important card in the deck. Your Trumpeteer. It lets you access all your synchro plays. And it being the most accessible tuner, allowing it to special summon itself.
I can see why it's not the most consistent build, considering it's literally nothing but monsters in it.
Yep. Well, most of the samurais, their monster effects are like spell and traps.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Freaking Mirror Force.
Oh God. I mean, still, like, it's kind of
So now to the side deck, you've got Battle Ball, which allows you to use your opponent's monsters as synchro materials.
Oh.
But the downside is you can only control Super Heavy Samurais.
Yeah.
Oh, and another key fact about all samurais is that you have to have no spell and trap cards in your graveyard to use their effects.
Oh, well, that it makes a lot more sense then. Okay, I knew something was screwy about it.
Then there's one more gauntlet, one more soul bane, prep defense, because this is an ultimate wall, claw, transporter, it simply just lets you bring things back from your graveyard to your hand. We play one Ogre Shrine Doji.
Oh my god, he's even citing in extra deck cards. Okay.
Yes, because this card is basically a Harpy's Feather Duster when it's summoned.
Ooh, okay. Okay. See how you
And
do.
then one Gold Ghost Bird and Trio Barkion.
Oh god, that card's beautiful.
Simply because I have a slight fear of like trap cards in general, like Scolding, Strike, Warning,
everything.
and even now with like the Burgostomas, even though I like play like a mini engine of them in one of my decks, I fear trap cards a lot. So I always like if I can make a Barkion, I either pin my main extra deck, or I like side one in. We play 2 Giga Gloves, because what Giga Gloves allows you to do is just cycle through your deck. 2 Thief. This card lets you steal your opponent's spells and trap cards and use them as your own.
Oh.
It also allows you to steal their pendulum skills and use them as your own.
Well, he truly is a thief.
Then the counterpart to Flutus is Big Warji. This is what I main deck this during the Shadal era, because you special summon this, then it counts as 2 tributes for your Big Ben. So that way they can't construct ram into your Big Ben, they have to actually attack over the 3,500.
Ooh.
Now for the side deck, we're going to
Side
go...
deck, extra deck.
Yeah, for the extra deck.
Yeah, know your Yugioh, man.
And Devin's now back in the picture.
We're going to go Xyz then Synchros, because I'm going to play 2 XYZ monsters. For the rank 8, we got number...
23 Lancelot.
Yep, 23.
I hate him. I mean, I really do.
Everyone should pretty much know what this does. It's just a really cool rank 8. Then for the other one, we play Gear Gigan X.
Is that... Oh my god, Secret Rare.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever seen it in Secret Rare. I've seen Super and Common, but
I
that is amazing.
only own the Secret Rare variant.
Wow. And the Separatists, I need a couple more copies of that card. So...
Simply because you can pretty much spam force pretty quick, and it helps you search out your tuners.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And now because I run drones and I run some level 3s, I have Unrural Fighter Balmungs. For those of you who don't know, if you play during the 5Ds era when Balmung was running around at Rampant, it has a little loop to it. So where once one Balmung is summoned and in your graveyard, you summon the second one, then they can always keep on bringing each other back to life due to their own effects. So you always have a monster on the field.
Ooh. And now we have Isaac for blooper number... What is this? I think this is the 4th or 5th blooper already in this deck profile. Jeez.
They wouldn't notice if they stopped drawing attention to every person.
Well, whether you realize it or not, the camera catches a lot of what people are saying, so it hears everything you're saying too, Devin.
And then, since you can make 5s, and make 5s pretty freaking fast, you run 1 Ally of Justice Catastor.
Secret Catastor, so beautiful.
And then, because it's a very spell-heavy format, I run 2 Natria Beasts.
Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Because of Monarchs, Blue Eye.
And even the Pendulum monsters themselves.
Yeah, Pendulums. Dark Magicians, if they become a thing. I run 2 Shut-in Doji. It's for the 6s, you have 2 Ogre Shut-in Doji. It's a heavy storm, and it's really easy to make, and it's a beater.
Gotta have some beaters.
1 Barkion.
Oh, and a second one, why not?
Now for 8s, we got 1 Colossal Fighter. Simply because it's an 8 and it can keep on bringing itself back to life. 1 Yugioh King, because it's way better than Yugioh Guardian. Next for our 9s, we run 1 Superheavy Samurai Beast Kyubi, which is simply just another beater that can come out. And then we run 2 Superheavy Samurai Warlord Susanobos. What this thing is, it's a 3800 beater, it's a level 10. And not only that, it allows you to take your opponent's spells and trap cards and use them as your own.
And of course, you're playing one of my favorite
if
songs.
Your opponent rejected you earlier in the duel, you can summon this, take their Raigeki and set it to your side of the field.
Oh.
Use their Raigeki against them, and then it's banished.
Oh, that's just evil.
So what I really like doing is I like using the solemn cards.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
then you take your opponent's solemns, you use them against them, and then
And assuming you don't have your own copies, bam, that's a great way just to get one on your side of the field.
especially since this deck doesn't run spells and traps.
Oh yeah,
You want to bring
definitely.
this thing out as early as possible,
Oh yeah.
and then you just use your opponent's spells and traps.
Oh yeah. Well, anyhow, guys, this has been the deck profile for the Super Heavy Samurais. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please remember to like, rate, comment, and subscribe to Team Blue Sun. And other than that, we will see all you guys later.